time.
What the fuck? When I had just looked at the time, because I'm like, okay, let me see if she logged in. It was six. It was like 6:56,
Can you do me a favor? Can you
and
close
we,
that door?
amen. Here we go. And like we promised, we got Poe back for the. I think this is the
Nah,
fourth time you'd have been on the show. This like the third or fourth time you have
5011.
been here.
It's the 5011.
That's what we love, man. This you want to grace. Come on, man. Give it up for Poetic. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
clap it, clap
yeah,
it,
yeah.
clap it, clap
We
it.
ain't got no tapping board.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Huh?
Hey.
What you say we gotta have for it?
Not, I said we ain't got to hit the button. Ah.
It ain't hooked up to my phone. I'm sorry, Dad. That's why you supposed to clap naturally.
Yes, we gotta be the clappers.
Yeah,
Say
sometimes you
less.
got to cheer.
What's
It's
up,
the month
Poe?
of Poe. It's Poe May.
It May belongs to Poe.
You feel me? It's Poetic May. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. It's been a while since we seen you, so we want to know what's been happening since the last time we spoke. I know you moved, so you know how that's been.
Yeah, I moved to Columbus. I teach out here. I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? So I was teaching out in Dayton, and came out here to work at a charter school. I'm working with the youth, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. I'm doing science, so I'm out here kicking it with them. But everything elevated. So you know, what I mean, I host events out there, but now I'm hosting events out here as well. You know, what I mean, got a bigger spot. I was able to get a basement so I can get my studio popping. So what you're seeing is like a piece of my laboratory. You know what I mean? So
Type shit.
I
I'm
love.
gonna say, can we see it? Can we see the laboratory?
I mean,
Say the lab. You look like you busy. You look like you
Just put
busy
a
in
I
battery
there.
got a lot going
She
on.
working right
I mean,
now.
I be making clothes as well, so I got the press. You know what I mean? You know, we got the screen, and this is my baby right here. This I got a new mic and
What's
the
that spectrum? What's that? The satellite dish with spectrum?
no, this is the chaotic eyeball, so it's a microphone, but this is makes it a booth. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's tight.
it
It makes it
concerns.
like a. It makes it like a studio booth. Like
So it's blocking in all the
The
sounds.
extra air? Oh, yeah.
Right here, all of this is making all the sounds bounce back just into the mic, so it makes it crispier. You know what I mean?
Well,
nice.
Poetic, I'm Ace Book. It's my first time meeting you for real.
Well,
So I'm not gonna sit here and lie like, yeah, I heard this and heard that because I'd be lying. But what kind of artist do you consider yourself?
you know what I mean? I sing, I rap, and I do poetry. I would consider myself like a conscious artist. I speak on some real stuff. I like to have fun, but I'm not like the mumble rapper or the trap or talking crazy, busted wide open. I'm not her. I'm the one talking about self love, or I'm focused, or boss up, or
So
something.
you on some Jill Scott shit
You could say that. We
type
could say Jill. We could say Eric.
poetry or something
Well, I was
like
gonna
that.
say
Oh,
poetry,
Yeah,
poetry, and it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said your music elevated since you went to Columbus. Like, what are some of the different things that you've done out there that you couldn't do down here?
it's not even that. It's not even the space of what I'm doing that I couldn't do there. It's like I'm just doing more. So I'm reaching more people. I've noticed with what I do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Cali. You know what I mean? So I went. I'm from San Diego, and then I went to college up in the Bay Area. Then I moved to Bakersfield, and I tend to like, if there's not something happening in the space that I'm at, I gotta create it. You know what I mean? So I done did the her and Sir event that started 10 something years ago back in San Diego, but then a couple years ago I brought it here. And matter of fact, you was a part of it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, for the Sir, and we bringing that back. Matter of fact, but you know what I'm saying. So all of that, me coming out here just expanded. Like I'm working at, I'm making more money at my job. I got a bigger spot. People, I've already was tapping in with Columbus, so now I'm living here. People are like, oh, here, you know what I mean? Like before I moved out here, I started an open mic monthly here just to get the ball rolling. And now I got 2 venues on deck out here that I got full creative control, as well as still doing stuff in Dayton, as well as still doing stuff in California. Like I got people place that are making stuff happen, and I'm just playing behind the scenes in a place that I can't physically be. But you know what I mean?
So you networking.
Staying busy for
I,
sure.
I want to know, like, so with moving to a new space, like, how hard is it to get the artists? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? Where do you find these artists at? Do you just go and be, you know what I'm saying, at the events and be like, all right, I'm gonna need that mug for the event, or that mug got talent, or how do you come across these artists?
Yeah.
so I do that as well. I do that, but I be online with it. And then a lot of times what I've been noticing is the perks of consistency. Just like Hood Talk podcast, you guys are consistent and you've been consistent. So people may not tap in with y'all till year. Then they got all the stuff that you've been doing to be like, oh, that's credible. So now with me, I've done stuff in different places and people may have heard
Excuse
poet,
me. Sorry,
but it
y'all.
went in one ear, out another, or somebody else said it, or they've been somewhere. So now that I'm circling back around, it's like, oh, you the one. And it's it's like the resume does it for itself. So people are wanting to do whatever I'm asking, or I think I'm introducing myself and they already know me type
That's
way these
dope.
days. So me coming out here, it was a blessing for real. I think me moving was honestly the best thing I could have done, because it's not like it stopped anything in Dayton. Like tomorrow, we already with pre-sale tickets, we already good. You know what I mean? So Lit got momentum of its own.
Yes.
Me
Yes.
leaving isn't hurting, just like in San Diego. Like we got an event coming up and I'm not even out there. You know what I'm saying? But Poetic University in New Era is the one who's presenting it. You know what I mean? So the name is still booming.
Yeah. Tell them
So
what LIT
What
stands
do
for. What
list?
does
I was
LIT
about to say
stand
that.
for?
Yeah.
Lit stands for Lost in Translation. We've
Meaning.
been doing the open mic for 3 years, and we actually just recently launched Lit Academy. It's a nonprofit for the youth. So how I've been providing the platform for adults to do poetry, sing, vendor, all that. Every quarter now, we're doing it for the kids. So April 26th was our first one, but it's kids vendors. We had some rappers, dancers, singers, and then we connect them with a mentor. So a lot of the times, me being a teacher dealing with kids, I've noticed that kids will tell somebody else something outside of your mom when your mom asked you the same question that somebody else asked you. So trying to put the right person in place for these kids and providing them a platform, because they don't got nothing to do, and that's leaving them to do stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was a
Right.
conversation I had with Sleep not too long ago. For I feel like the city itself, we lacking leadership for real. Like the kids ain't got no role model for real. Like it's a lot of parents that really don't have time for kids. They really had time for kids, but allow the other kids to raise other kids for real, and that's where we at with it for real.
Yes.
I
That's
want
what.
to say, what's up to Bruce? What's up to Virginia? Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Thank
hey,
y'all
y'all.
for being there on the side. What's up with it?
What's up?
Peace
What's
and love.
up?
What's happening?
Nation, tell us about some of the events you got coming up, Poe.
Um, well, so May belongs to Poe, which means, you know what I'm saying? I celebrate, like I've been doing this since I think I was 19 or 20. Like every year, if nobody else is gonna celebrate me, I'm gonna celebrate me. So
Right.
what I would do, but I've always done events and stuff like that. So during the month of May, I'll always do stuff that I want to do. So last week, me and my boy Steve Ernest, Lord of the Wings, the Wolf,
Shout out
called
Steve,
a whole
man.
bunch
Shout
of
out
Shout
my
out
brother.
to
but we got a track called I'm Focused, and we shot a video with CEO Peso on the
Okay.
3rd. So we
Dave.
be dropping that on the 24th, which is my birthday. So I did that last weekend, and this weekend, actually tomorrow, is Lit Karaoke. So
Mm-hmm.
90s, early 2000s vibe. So we got, if you perform in Usher, you got to come dressed as Usher. If you perform in TLC, you got to come as TLC. So already we got like my boy a Flamborghini is coming as Tupac. We got
Okay.
Shout out Lamborghini. That's
Dominic
all.
is doing Erica Badu.
I want to see that.
We got
That's
we got
tomorrow.
my boy LaDave doing Soldier Boy.
You.
This
Yeah,
about to be
he's gonna have
tight.
to crank that. But what's dope about this, because I did this type of event a couple of years ago, and what's dope about it is it's like a concert. Because everybody knows, like, Flam is doing How Do You Want It? So imagine everybody already know that song. So he up there dressed like Pop. How did you? Everybody's gonna be singing it with you. I'm coming as Missy, you know what I mean? So me and my girl
Shut
Tay
the fuck
Dan, we
up.
doing 1-2 Step by Missy and Sierra. So we about to
Okay.
Okay.
have a crowd. I'm
That's
about
it.
y'all finna see me get crazy.
You about to
That's
twerk?
it.
I'm
Did
about to
you?
twerk. Ted,
I
don't think
knew
I'm
it.
twerking. I'm
I
gonna
knew
video
you was
it.
about
I'm
to
gonna
twerk.
show you. I'm gonna show all y'all because you the one that we talk about. Yo, but
I knew you was
but
about to twerk.
but we about to, you know what I'm saying? So that's tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's at Bleachers. Starts at 7. I'm cashing out the dopest performance. We got vendors in the building, like, my boy Lontrell with the wines, and we got uh there's a bunch of people. Black Beauty, uh Flamborghini's coming with his outspoken. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have a lot of people in the building tomorrow. So then the following week I'm gonna dip out to Chicago, then and just duck off and enjoy that weekend. And then the following week is my birthday, May 24th, and we doing Lit Live. So I have a band now. And when we're together, it's Poetic Justice.
Okay.
But it's just us. So JUSTUS.
Type shit. I like that.
You know
I
what
like
I mean?
that.
But I do my solo stuff with the track, but I got a band as well, so I'm gonna be introducing them to everybody. I brought them out the first time for the Battle of the Bands at Brightside a couple months ago. But we got to bring that out. But that's gonna be dope because I'm teaming up with the Love Locks experiment. So we're gonna still do the regular open mic, and we got a ton of people on the lineup that's gonna go crazy. And then we're gonna close it out with some live music so you can feel it in your chest. You know what I mean? And then
Okay.
after that, I'm going to the Dominican Republic. So I just be like on go all May. You know what I
I
mean?
know that's right. You turned
Yes,
up for the
that's a good
May.
time.
Got to.
That's a good time. Boy, you just named some stuff, and I'm trying to make. I'm hopefully I can make it to the 24th. What's the hours? What's the time for everything? Like, what's the time for the 10th? What's the time for the 24th?
So tomorrow doors open at 7, and we'll probably get people on the mic and get into it probably about 8:15, and then on the 24th it's at Hidden Gems out in Miamisburg, and doors open at 6, and we get performances started at about 7:15.
Okay. Now, have you ever thought about just hosting events and not doing music? Or are you always gonna be on the scene instead of just behind the scenes?
Oh yes, behind the scenes for sure, and I've been doing that a lot too. So a lot of people have been booking me to host and just host. So like I just did what was the event? I did an event for Shondell down at 937 where I just hosted it. As a matter of fact, it was the 420
I
open
was
mic.
about to say the 420.
I hosted that. I'm doing like June 14th. Janelle Lene, she's doing a breathtakingly black fashion show.
That's
And
fine.
I am a
Yeah.
part of that behind the scenes. I don't know if I'm gonna perform, but I've been part of that team, getting that booming. So that's gonna be dope. Everything she do, I don't know if y'all familiar with her, but everything she
Yeah.
do, she
She's
do.
dope.
You know
Yeah,
what I
Yeah,
she's
I
mean?
met
dope.
her a few times. She
Yeah.
did some stuff with Tina. With
Mm-hmm.
Tina Stru. She was the host there, and then she was the host for Big had an event
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago. She was the host there. Yeah, dope chick for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. She brought her business. So I'm hosting that. Yeah, I honestly plan on moving more behind the scenes. And that's why I got this nonprofit for the kids, because I think that's really what it is, to be honest. Like music and all this stuff is like breathing to me, but providing a platform for the youth to express themselves and having an avenue is essential and necessary for real. Like one of my former students just passed away, shot, you know what I mean, in the chest, 14 years old. Um, and it's like I feel like it takes a village, and sometimes the parents aren't enough to keep it
Mm-hmm.
stacks, and you need a lot of other hands in it, especially with the economy now. A lot of these parents, they're single parents, you know what I mean? And they don't
Nah,
got
but for real,
a
yeah.
partner to balance it out. So now kids, they not asking their kids, did you do your homework? Or they saying, did you do it? And they say, yeah, and they don't check. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Or
Mm-hmm.
they out just doing crazy stuff. So I'm just trying to, I can't save the world, but I can do what I can. I believe
You're
in
doing your part.
planting
Yeah,
seeds and
Right.
praying that people keep watering it so it can grow into something. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
that's definitely dope for
Hey, do
sure.
you want to speak more into the nonprofit for with the Lit Academy that you got for the kids?
Yeah. So Lit Academy, we like I said, we had our first showcase April 26th, and it was so dope to me because like the other events that I do be packed out. So I'm like, y'all better show up for these kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like if y'all could show up and turn up and get all like you could come at 3 o'clock to
Type shit.
show the kid, but they did. You know what I mean? Like it was packed, people were standing up, you know what I mean? Like no room to sit. The kids were excited. And I'm seeing the effect of what we did. Like we had rehearsals. They had, plenty of time to go over. I teamed them up with people, but it's more than just a showcase. So we're doing the showcase every quarter. The next one's going to be in July. So anybody watching, if you got kids or nephews, nieces,
Tune in, y'all.
let me know. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people aren't, a lot of kids initially are shy or they don't know if they want to. So we had kids running the door. The kids was the stage manager. We had kid like they're being put into work even if
Right.
it's not on stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's dope.
Um, but in between time, because the performances and shows and all that is every quarter, we're doing like team building situations, which if any one of you guys or anybody watching would want to be a part of, let me know. But we're doing entrepreneur tours and career days so they can see people doing things and get more information. I had people like Dawn from Raise the Bar donate studio time for the kids. We got Avenue 227 donating studio times. Moves Media is wanting to show love. So it's like just whoever, it's for the kids. And then we'll do the career days and entrepreneur tours. And then like I'm gonna rent a pool area and do a pool party for the older kids, rent a bowling alley or skating rink and do stuff. So they're just going places and being around other kids. Because what I also noticed at this first showcase, it was a lot of my friends or people that be coming out to Lit. They were bringing their kids. So then the kids are meeting each other and then having practice dancing and then becoming friends and like
Yeah,
that's what I'm for. Because I remember back in the days when I was a kid, that's what was happening. They was having barbecues. And I was hyped
Right.
to go, oh, we going over there? Because I know they
Yeah.
going to kick it with they kids. And it's like, oh, I get to see them because we didn't have, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so I'm
Hey,
trying.
Paul, I don't mean to cut you off. Virginia want to know where the Lit Live at.
Ouch. Stop it. Sorry.
Where's the lit karaoke or lit live? Lit live
Lit
is
live.
in Miamisburg at Hidden Gems. I'll post up the flyer.
Yeah, make sure you put all that in the comments. Now,
Yeah.
Yep.
now the lit academy for the kids, right? Now,
Mhm.
do you base it in Columbus or do you have it down here in Dayton? Where would
It's
they?
in It's in Dayton right now. Dayton's my home base. I live out here, but everything I've been doing for real has been in Dayton, and then I'll trickle it out here as things start progressing out this way,
Mhm.
for real. But Dayton, I'm holding it down. So yeah.
How they sign up? Do they just is it like a website or how they sign up to get into it?
Yeah, if you go to my website, poeticuniversity.com, there's a registration link up there that has all the information, what we do, the perks. I mean, like the kids, they get gear, they get bios taken, they get their performances, get videos. Like some of the kids that performed at this last one, they got free studio time and gonna get a music video shot. The older kids, we had a Journey, which is 16 years old. She goes to no, not Stivers. She goes to one of the high schools out there. But she's a poet, dope poet. And she's very respectful. She carries herself correct, but she's speaking some real stuff. Like when she was doing her poetry, the adults in the building was like, "Dad," you know what I mean? Which kids are real people, you know what I mean? People
Yeah.
Yeah.
separate them and like, no, they can't do it because they're kids. No, these little these kids,
You can say little
man,
niggas. These little nigglets.
Right.
and they go through and they feel, and we just gotta help guide them. You know what I mean? So there's perks into being in this program. I got a GoFundMe up, and I appreciate everybody who has been sowing seed. We're up to, I think, 850. We're trying to raise 2,500, which is assisting me in renting these pool areas. The show that I just did, being able to get these kids, they got gear, and you know what I mean, treat them right and help me out, because it'd be just me doing everything. And people have been sowing seed. I've been, posting it up and saying, if you could donate $5. If I got
Right.
over 5,000 people on this Facebook, if a couple people could give $1, $2, you know what I mean, that helps. And people
Right.
Sure.
have been, so I appreciate it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I definitely
When,
think
when,
you and Ace should, you know what I'm saying, link together because he's trying to do some stuff with the kids too,
Oh, for
like
sure.
mentoring and stuff like that.
yeah, I'm most definitely. I was about to say I'm most definitely down. So if you ever need like volunteers or anything for real. Speaking on the kids, I'm starting a basketball team for the fall. So I'm looking for kids myself for real. Like, and it ain't just the basketball that it come with. Like I said, it's coming with the mentoring, and it's
Mm,
also coming with tutoring. You feel me? Like because it's like you said, it's a lot of single parents out there for real. Like and they need help. Some ask for it and some don't ask for it, but they shouldn't have to ask when we see what's going on and know what's going on. Why not help out?
right.
Right.
That's real.
Now,
Right.
is it age limits on your kids lit?
So right now we have three categories, but it's between 8 and 17. Um, but I think we're gonna open it up more because Ebony, she works very well with the babies, and she wants to have like the younger. So I may open it up to allow them to at least have space, maybe the 5 to 7. You know what I mean, and let her do her thing with them. But the 8 to 17, we separate them into three different groups. So 8 to 11, 12 to 14, and 15 to 17. And we are aiding them accordingly.
Mm.
That's
How's you
dope.
juggling all this like between these three groups? Poetry, writing, Columbus,
Dayton,
Dayton, Cleveland,
California.
Let's
Cincinnati. You
all
got to
have a moment and just ask God.
say that.
Cause I
Say
don't
that.
know.
Say
I
that
you know,
down.
I am, but you know what? I am thankful that I do have a tribe. Like I do have a team,
People.
not
Yeah.
just here. Like I have people, I got soldiers in different areas who add value, which helps me a lot. And
Yeah.
as of recently, because I've been so prone to doing everything myself that it was hard to delegate, because I would tell somebody to do something and they wouldn't do it right, so I got to redo it. So I got kind of just like, I just do it. But you can't do everything by yourself. And as things elevate, you know, you can, but to a certain extent, you know what I mean? But as a team and as a unit, and allowing people to play their position, things could go far. You know what I mean? It may not be faster, but it's going to go further. You know what I mean? And in this space, I have Deshonda. She's one of my business partners, and she be going in. Ebony, we got Tanea, we got Diverse, which is in the Bay Area. We got Raymond in San Diego, and they all add value, whether it
Shout
is
out to that tribe right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay Vez with the Love Lock sax tone, like
Yeah,
they
shout out to
always
them.
people be looking out. Like if they need graphics or they need something, they're like, "Hey, Poe, I got somebody who woo woo woo, and I'll do somebody's logo real quick." Or, "Hey, I need somebody to host this, and I know you got this energy. You go." You know what I mean? And people are now coming to me, not even expecting anything to be free. It's like, well, how much? And I
Mm-hmm.
like that because it's
Right.
a lot for us to get there.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
that's where the
Yeah.
consistency comes from. You can see that I have not stopped. So they're like, okay, she's serious about it. Because a lot of people, they'll go until, you know what I'm saying? Or life will happen, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you gotta, but I use this vice as my medicine for everything. So when I'm sad, I don't stop doing stuff. I go harder. I may tune everything else out. When I'm mad, hurt, when I'm happy, I'm going harder. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in that space, it's worked. You know what I mean? And then with people seeing that, and I'm not selfish. You know what I'm saying? So I like to feed. So as people been coming at me like how much you cost, I may add a couple dollars into that fee for my photographer who I just made my photographer, but now I'm paying you to just follow me and take pictures, but it ain't coming out of my pocket, it's coming out of your pocket because you wanted me, but if you want me, you got to have them too. You know what I mean? And it's starting to maneuver in that space where they trust it. And because I have the radio show and I got the magazine and I'm hosting this, it's like, okay, well, I may need her. So now when people think they could use you, then they're giving you more or they're offering you more or they're more lenient to whatever you want to do because they see what you're doing is working. So I've been using that in my favor too.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Hey,
Dope, man. You
so a question like when you starting a business, do you feel like it's best to have a nonprofit?
Depends. So as I'm starting this nonprofit thing, it's not just I got a nonprofit. Now I'm in the process of getting the 501c3 status. That's where you need to be. Now that takes a minute. It costs like you're not getting a nonprofit for free. You know what I mean? Like there's cost, but it's worth it. And then it's depending on what you're doing. Because I have an LLC as well. Um, so it's just, but the nonprofit. So what I'm doing with that, my thing is, again, I'm not stingy, and with working with kids, there's a lot of funds out there for that as well. So if I'm already hosting events and now I'm creating a space for the kids and I get a $50,000 grant and as a nonprofit, all of that gotta go. I'm about to fly in my uh Ray got skills out of San Diego. He got the red cam. He does all my he does dope stuff. But now I could pay him accordingly, fly him out here and have him do his thing with what he's worth because I got to get rid of the money anyway. And then I could pay Hood Talk and cash y'all out individually because I want them kids to get on a podcast, but I'm gonna pay y'all. You know what I mean? We're not doing free, but it's coming from them. It's not, you know what I mean? Like
let her
that's the
get that $50,000 grant.
Yeah,
Please let her get it now.
and oh no,
yeah. Let
it,
everybody say amen.
Amen. Let her
Amen.
get it.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Everybody send a dollar.
Hey.
Everybody,
Everybody
for
send a
real, for real,
dollar.
everybody send a dollar, man. Especially with like social medias and stuff like that. If everybody just chipped in a dollar for towards somebody's dream, that'd be dope for real.
and it's happening. So what I'm saying is like these things, like there's power in the tongue, and there's even more power in your thoughts. You know what I mean? And I think people don't give that enough credit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anything that I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. I may not know when it happens, but I don't stop. So if I'm gonna keep moving, eventually when God push me, I'm gonna be instead of staying still and waiting. Because then when He pushed me, I may stumble a little
And ain't
before I
gonna know what
start
the
getting
fuck
the
to
move.
do.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen, and y'all gonna be. When I win, the people that are around me that have been assisting and moving and grooving, it's by default you win because I'm not doing this for me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
So with that being said, give us some words of motivation.
Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Perspective is a big old thing, and I think people tend to be looking at stuff in one way sometimes because of how you were raised, because of what you've seen or whatever. But change the way you look at things, and the things you look at is going to change.
I like that.
Fact.
That's what's up.
I love that, and I think you said that before because that stuck with me. It's all
Yeah.
about your
Your
perspective. Everything is
perspective.
your perspective.
Yep.
Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah. Now you got to make sure you drop all your platforms, how people can follow you, find you, link up with you. Drop them all for us.
And your dates again for your events.
Yeah, your dates as well for your upcoming events.
Okay. Well, first in the major spot to go to is poeticuniversity.com. Poetic university.com. And all my social media and music videos and calendars and everything is on there. But if you wanted to go straight to anything, it's IIAMPOETIIC. So I am poetic with two eyes wherever there's an I. And that's my social medias. Tomorrow is lit karaoke, 90s, early 2000s vibe. And we not only just celebrating my birthday tomorrow, we celebrating the mamas. You know what I mean? So I got some love for the baby, not the baby mamas. I'm sorry, the
Go
mamas,
ahead,
For the baby
Fantasia.
mamas, for the baby mamas,
the
B-A.
baby mamas,
for
B-Y.
the baby mamas.
mamas, mamas.
B-Y. That Fantasia.
You know, we showing love to the ladies, and then May 24th, which is my actual birthday. Um, we out there in Miamisburg at Hidden Gems for Lit Live. That's gonna be a whole vibe. I'm not gonna hold you. Both of them is gonna be dope. But May 24th, like I don't know if y'all too hip to live music, but being in the building with drums and we got saxophone, bass, keys. That's a whole different type of show than just the DJ. You know what I mean? Like
For
Yeah.
sure.
the whole different type of reggae, because Love Locks, they be getting down with the reggae vibe. It's gonna go crazy.
No
For
lie,
sure.
I want a band. I wanted to be. I still want to be in a band. I want to practice in my garage. I want a one, a two, a three. I still want a live band.
Stop
I
Yeah.
watching
see it.
that
I can see it,
70s show,
Sleep. I can see
man.
it.
No, my whole life, bro, I wanted a band, and I want to be. I don't even know how to play the guitar. I can play the drums, okay, but I want to play the guitar, and I want them to pass it to me, bro.
Lady
Like,
D, she want to be an Isley brother for real.
yeah, I definitely do for real. Put me in the band. I'll
Put
two
me,
step.
put me in the band.
Need a harmonica
Hey,
player.
somebody, you know what, Tiff? Somebody said, I don't know where the thought came from or why they said it, but they said they was like, Poe, you, Tiffany, and Shay need to do a show or do something or
Come on, baby.
I was like,
I
that
can
would be
see it. I can see it.
thing.
I'll
That
play the
would be
harmonica.
the skit. But
Harmonica.
I can see it.
Just
I
tell me when.
Teddy said, hey girl, hey.
What's up,
Miss you,
Teddy? Oh, I
girl,
can't even
miss you,
see that.
girl.
Oh, Real Life Topics Podcast. What's up with you?
Tag it,
Hey,
tag it.
y'all.
What's happening?
I didn't even know. all these comments was there. Hey,
Yeah.
Pie, what's going on with
Hey
you,
girl,
girl?
hey Pie. What's up? What's up? This
I
has
was
been dope, Poetic. We always love when you come through and chop it with us,
Definitely.
for sure.
Let's
You
do a
are-
song.
You
I
are
do
such a
music.
vibe.
Let's do a song together, all three, because Shay do music too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it. Like,
I do music.
huh?
I got a ghostwriter. I do music too. I got a ghostwriter. Just signed it. She
He
signed the
talking about
deal.
Dave
I
Luster.
ain't
He
playing.
talking about that's his Ghost
And
Rider.
I
Day,
ain't playing. What's up?
Yeah.
Let's get it. We in the
come
booth.
on.
Stop
Day is
playing.
a character boy.
He is.
He too cool for school. Just been
Yeah, he
Right,
was
right.
laid back.
Oh man.
yeah, you know.
With his word,
I
I
mean,
put it
I
over
he
mean,
had his voice
I
on,
guess.
he was being all debonair and shit. I'm like, boy,
So Shay, if you watching, we about to do a song. We 3
it's
LW.
going down.
We
Come
three
on.
of
He said the
Yo,
3LW. He's
You
a
know what would have
sick
been
ass
funny if
individual,
we came to
man.
this
The
karaoke. What if
3LW.
all three of us came to the karaoke as like TLC or 3LW?
TLC,
too.
chasing waterfalls and shit.
Don't go chasing
We should have did that shit. I'll be at work though. I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss it, man. I don't get off till like 12 tomorrow. 12 at night.
Wow.
I got a
Damn.
field trip, man. It's one of them track meets, man. And it's
Oh
like
yeah,
iron
you
wet.
out there.
Yeah.
You out there all night.
I'm trying my hardest to make it to the 24th. I don't think I should be able to. Long as what time you say it's over? I know you say they're gonna start singing and stuff at 8:30.
It'll probably be over around 11:30.
Oh yeah, I can definitely step in the room for sure.
And the band starts at about 9:30.
Okay, yeah.
And this is on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
We there. We gotta show love. We gotta show love for sure.
If you did, that would be my birthday present. Cause it's not like my birthday's on the 22nd and we celebrating on the 24th. Like that's day.
Your actual day. It's the actual day.
Video that day too. So I think I'm gonna play it on the projector screen as me and Steve perform it.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's a dope song for sure. What Virginia say?
She said, Virginia said, let her know if you need a food vendor or when you need a food vendor.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. So yep, I'll holler at him.
Hey, Virginia, listen. While I got your attention, I need some of them baby back ribs. Stop playing.
Yeah, and them gumbo greens. Get them on there.
Gumbo greens, man.
What's
oh
up?
man.
Let me get a slab on one time. Wilma, let's bring one of them.
But this has been dope. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate you rocking with. You got to come to our all our information will drop June 1st, so y'all look out for it. Hood Talk Podcast coming live on the stage, baby. So I'm hoping you can be there, Paul. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know when you're doing it yet, or when
I can tell you July 26th is the date.
Oh, yep, I'll be out here too. So that'll be.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be
lit. We'll be on
all the way live. We all the way live. So
she said she got me, y'all. She got them live back. She got bye.
So I gotta get the yard together because the mamas is coming over here on Sunday. So
I can't wait to be there. I'm gonna be there early too, knocking at the door.
What? Doors is locked. So it's been a great episode. So I'm just playing, cuz. Love y'all. We out.
Love y'all. Peace.